Hello. Ooh, camera's a little low. Hang on. There we go. Hey guys. How you doing? Lockdown day 4,221. I don't know. Hey Arthur. Hi Tans. Risha. Oh. I'm having to set alarms on my phone so I know what day it is, guys. And consider this is my normal, and I still don't know what's going on. How are we? Is the music too loud? Or not loud enough? Or got my little Bluetooth speaker going so I can move it around to where it's best positioned. It was only... I don't even know when I last streamed, honestly. All the days are merging into each other, and basically I'm playing Animal Crossing Pocket Camp a lot. It's weird because for me things haven't really changed that much, and yet... Oh, I haven't put my rings on. And yet at the same time everything feels different. I don't know how to explain that. Maybe it's because everybody else is home. Let me just go get my rings. I took them off to put some hand cream on and I forgot to put them back on again. The dogs are fine. Scooby's been toasting himself out in the garden all morning. Maddie's having her lunch. Everybody's good. Yeah, everybody's fine in general. It's just, I don't know, there's this all-encompassing level of weirdness going on. And even though it doesn't, I mean, it does affect me, but it doesn't directly affect me, if you know what I mean. Because this is my normal. I hardly ever go out anywhere. Occasionally I go out in the car to sketch something or go to the shop or whatever, but that's pretty much it. I go and get a coffee every morning from Costa because I have to run my car every day. So that's the only things that's changed for me. Everything else, you know, I already did my shopping online. I already didn't go out very much. I barely speak to anybody except online. You know. And yet it still feels weird. I think it's because it's so quiet. I think that's what's unnerving about it, because I live next door to a primary school. There's 300 kids literally across the road from me normally, all day, every day, from 7 in the morning till 6 at night, because the school that there is the designated school for all the before and after clubs for all the primary schools around. Because none of them are big enough to have their own clubs, so they all come down to this one. And all the teachers come down with the kids who are staying over, and they do various different things according to ages and so on and so forth. But your next door neighbour blames the local drumming circle for COVID-19. That's like less than half a degree away from serial killers come about because kids listen to goth music. Anyway, it's an art stream. I don't want to talk about it. There's nothing new, nothing changes except the death count, which is horrific. And I don't want to look at it any day. I've stopped looking at the news because if anything major happens, my mum will tell me before anybody else knows anyway. I'm pretty sure my mum knew the Prime Minister had gone into hospital before he did. So, so I'm just trying to carry on as normal, but normal feels weird. And it kind of, part of it for me, I think, is that I get to carry on as normal. And lots of other people around me are like, but this isn't normal, this isn't normal. And I'm like, well, but for me it is. And then you get this weird sense of, well, why is it normal for me? Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Is that okay? Should I feel guilty that everybody else is going through all this stuff and I'm just sitting there carry on painting, you know? It brings up all kinds of weird emotions that you wouldn't think would normally be there. Or are not normally there for me, you know. I don't care what anybody else does, normally. But, yeah, it's weird. It's weird. So, because of that, I'm feeling a bit off kilter, I guess is the best way to explain it. So I don't know what I want to do, or anything. I don't know anything. I never did know anything. Isn't that from Scrooge? Yes, it is. Yeah. 198 days to Halloween. Hi. What should we do? What shall we do? Bring it at me. What should we play with? I've got my sewing machine here set up. I've got my sticker book. I've got my sketchbook. I've got my paint. I've got my junk journal. I've got my book of shadows. I've got various other journals and things. I've got various booklets I can show you. I've got a painting half done here. I've got, yeah, all sorts of things. What should we do? Inspire me, guys, because I got nothing. Oh, the music you are listening to is, once again, this one. The Flute Gaming Chronicles by Shesko. Yes, I have full permission to use it. You can download it on iTunes and you can listen to it free over on her YouTube. You can also listen to it on Spotify for free. And you can go and join her Patreon, even if you only give $1. That will help enormously towards the cost of actually producing the album, which has taken her months and months and months and months and months. So if you would like to go and support her, links are in the description, which are down there. A tarot card pouch. Now, we've done that already, Ashley. We did that in class. Didn't you mention a pen pouch of some sort, a pen wrap? Now, I'm reminded of a pen wrap. Didn't somebody say a pen wrap? Was that you as well, Ashley? We've done tarot pouches. We made a tarot pouch in class, Ashley, last year. Just because you weren't around much last year doesn't mean we didn't make it. In fact, here it is. This is the exact one I made in class. Complete with drawstring. A pen roll. Yeah. I was thinking about that the other day, actually, because I've got a couple of fountain pens that do not like being in a pouch. This thing especially. This is a TWSBI dupe, and I don't know if you're familiar with them, but you fill the entire barrel with ink. There's no cartridge or anything. It doesn't come apart. You take the lid off, you put the whole thing in the ink, and you twist until all of this goes whatever colour your ink is. And for some reason, even though it's extremely stiff to twist, and it doesn't twist easily, I mean, that's as far as it goes just by touching it, you have to actually grip it to turn it. For some reason, this thing keeps untwisting itself, and then I end up with all the ink in the lid. Which is okay, because the lid is screwed on, so I've just got to be really careful and open it that way and pour it back in. But it's really quite annoying. And I asked somebody who has a TWSBI if they knew of a way to stop that happening, and she said the only way I've found to stop it is to hold it in a pen roll, so that this bit is actually gripped when you put it in, as opposed to in a pocket when it's loose and it slides around. I don't know if I feel like sewing though. What other ideas have we got? A happy drawing. Yeah, I'm really not up for happy drawing today. If I draw, it's going to be something dark and unnatural. It's not going to be a happy drawing. I don't do happy drawings really anyway. But journaling, incorporating fabrics, paper and other goodies. That's junk journaling. A scrappy collage page. Yeah. when I don't have any idea what I want to do. See, usually if I wasn't streaming, I'd just pick up a book and start doing something and see what happened. And eventually I'd go, oh, I know what I want to do. Let's see if we can design a pen pouch of some sort. And I've got some scrap paper somewhere. Where's my composition book? Here we go. I wonder if we could take the basics of this and turn it into a pen rack of some sort. So it starts off as a thing like that. And it has two pockets at the back. And then on the big one, it's got 3 pen pockets. And then two bucket pockets. I wonder if we added a tie and perhaps a flap. If we could turn that into some kind of a pen roll type thing. Replay of the Athame painting tone on tone. No, I'm having trouble rendering stuff. My computer keeps telling me it's out of space, but my hard drive keeps telling me it's got 200 gigs left. So I've got some kind of ghost thing going on my computer. There's a ghost file in there somewhere that hasn't properly deleted, so I've got to run a diagnostics thing on my hard drive, which I literally just discovered as I was logging in here. Otherwise I would have done it over the last couple of days. So, hey Liz! Long time no see. So yeah, I'm still trying to get it uploaded. As soon as it's uploaded, you will know. And for some reason, I don't know why, the YouTube one didn't take. So I've got nothing at the moment. So I'm trying to get the Zoom recording still exists. I've just got to double click it. But yeah, it's a bit of a pain. Talking about last year, were you going to share your astrology chart in class? Also found the video we did last year about how to create it yourself. No, we're not doing astrology this year. Apart from the odd occasional bits and pieces, we're not really doing astrology. Not in class anyway. Yeah, Ro hasn't updated it yet. Ro's having computer problems. My squirrels are so quiet, I feel quite lost, to be honest. I've never known my squirrels be this quiet for this long. I'm like, is this what it's like normally? I hear squirrels, other people just hear crickets. Because that's what it's like. Alright, let me see what I've got here. Because I've got some leather bits somewhere that might work for a pen wrap. But I don't know if they're big enough. Let's have a look, shall we? The only thing is I can't sew leather on my I might have to do it in material because I can't sew leather on my machine. See, I've got all this, but I don't think any of this is big enough. I suppose if you could do it like that, and fold this down and roll it, that would be big enough. But I can't sew that on the machine. In that one session I said I was going to share my copy of my chart. Oh, okay. Can you remind me, Rish? Can you tag me somewhere so that I remember? Because I haven't got my journal with me to write it down. It's over on the other desk. My squirrels are visiting you, are they? Oh, they've gone to Australia for a break. Okay, next week we're going to make a pen wrap. I need more time to think about the logistics of this and how I'm going to put it together. And I may even need to pre-prep some of this. Assuming I make it out of leather, I may need to pre-prep. Plus, I'd like to have a look at that pen roll that everybody's got and see what that looks like as well. Not that I'm intending copying their design. I just want to see how they put the leather together. And whether it's one piece or it's lots of pieces, or, you know, is it soft? Is it hard? Is it thick? Is it thin? You know, I want to do a bit of investigating to see what's going to be best. So next week, we'll make a pen pouch. Possibly out of leather. Maybe not. Can you draw a bee? Probably not, no. Let's have a look at some weird places. That usually inspires me a bit. Send me a pic. You don't need to. Courtney's got one. I'll just go watch her video. But thank you. I don't need pictures. I can Google. No, I'll use Courtney's video because she goes through it, and it's easier to. You can see from a photo. You can't see from a photo, but you can see from someone handling it. You can see how pliable the leather is and stuff like that, if that makes sense. Which is what I need to know. I can't tell anything from a photo except, oh, it's got that many pockets. So I'll have a look at Courtney's video. She's got several videos. Let's have a look. He's cool. He's really cool. Oh, I love him. He needs to go in my journal. He's awesome. He reminds me of the Creatures class. Ooh. Yeah, I do have one of those voices that sets Alexa off. And Google and Siri. I have to turn everything off before I go online, otherwise it all starts answering me every time I say anything. I wonder if we've got like a haunted hospital in here or something that we can do. Ooh, creepy dolls. Awesome. I wonder if we've got like a creepy hospital or something. Abbeys, churches. Oh, let's look in the index, shall we? Oh, I've taken the index out. Never mind. Delay that. Creepy skulls. Old restaurants. RAF bases. Creepy prisons. That's Virginia State. Trans-Allegheny Asylum. Trans-Allegheny Asylum. That has lots of creepy potential weirdness. Oh, all of these have creepy potential weirdness. These are all abandoned places and haunted places, which essentially is the same. The wolf fellow, yeah, he's cool, isn't he? tunnels, prisons, haunted farms, Alcatraz, St. Augustine Lighthouse, Boston Brewery, is that Slate's Mill? Sloss Furnace, that's Sloss Furnace, yeah. I watch Ghost Adventures a lot, and they go to these kind of places a lot, yeah, Slate's Mill. Ooh, that's pretty. That feels kind of weird, like it should have something creepy in it. Can you see where I'm going with this idea? That's too old. I want kind of... Yeah, these are a bit too old. I want creepy modern. Busy board and bed and breakfast. Yeah, that's not what we want. The Dakota Building, the Winchester Mystery House. Oh, this is all mansions. Piers, theatres. Ooh, theatres are weird. The Old Diplomatic Hotel. Ooh, this is centre page. Excellent. Ooh, creepy keys. The original room keys to the Stanley Hotel. Nice. Very nice. Sorry, I got sidetracked. But look how cool this is. I like the shape of that, standing in the doorway there. Where's that other... I might be able to use that. Oops, am I taking 2 pages out by accident? Okay, I am. It's just called Haunted Places. Robert Grenville. Oh, that's my dad's name. Hotels. This is mausoleums and graveyards. Okay, I've got some ideas coming. I've got some things happening. Okay, got some. She'd look really good in that space there. So would she. Ooh. See? Ideas coming. Anyone playing Animal Crossing on Switch? Do you need the Switch online subscription to play together with people via the code sharing? I don't know that one because I don't have a Switch. I would like to have a Switch Lite, but they're 200 quid and I can't justify that kind of expense right now. I mean, I could if I had the money spare, but I don't have the money spare, so I can't really. I kind of like the idea of this coming in, but I don't know why. Maybe this would make a good Plague Doctor. It's good shape for it. Do I want to paint anything? I don't even know if I want to paint anything. What is wrong with me today? Crikey. I'm finding ideas for things I'd kind of like to do at some point. Oh, I've got some more pictures here. Hang on. What else have I got in here? Because this was part of... I started going through this book already and taking out bits. This is the front of it, you see. I started taking out bits that I really liked the look of, that I wanted to use as collage pieces in the rest of the book. See, I love this tunnel. I think this tunnel looks awesome. Oops, sorry, it's not on camera. Because this is quite matte paper, I kept all these bits because I can use these in like larger, because it's bigger than A4, I can use them in larger junk journals. So, you know, waste not, want not. You can always paint over stuff. Now, there's the index. Hotels, institutions, 154. That's what we want. Institutions. I've got a thing about doorways that go into each other, you know, like Inception style doorways. I like that too. That fits the colour tones better. That's actually really creepy. I like that. Does that angle fit that angle there? I think it does. That angle there fits that angle there. So we could actually have that doorway opening up in that wall. Ooh. Okay. That I like. That I like muchly. Oh yeah, I love this book. I go through this book whenever I need some inspiration. This is all witchy type images that I kept, that they're not mine but they're beautiful images, so I just want to put those in my book of shadows at some point. Oh, that's somebody's chart. Is that the one I've been looking for? Somebody with the same birth date as my sister, which I don't recognise. That's weird. Okay. Alright. So now I've got two ideas brewing. One is this putrid green colour that looks desperately like it looks like it needs a plague doctor of some sort wandering through it. And this isn't lined up properly in the middle. Can you see that? Ironically, it looks like it's completely lined up properly on the camera because of the angles, but can you see that window? It's not actually... It's not actually... It looks like it's lined up, but it's not lined up. Which means part of that window can be pushed in. If I put those two pieces together, I can... Okay. Now also, this one has that angle as well. But is that figure too tall for that page if the angle is about there? Yeah, we'd lose that bit. And I kind of like the bit there that emphasises the... You'd have to be down here, and that doesn't match the floor. You have to redo the floor. Does it match that angle? Could I bring that angle down further? Let's see. Could I bring that angle down there? Make it a square room. and still fit him in. Okay, that would work. But I really like the tones in this one. And he just, I don't know, he kind of just looks like he should be there, right? Hi, B. Yeah, I often scan images, but they're copyright, so you know I can't use them for. I can only use them for collage. For myself, I can't really use them in paintings or anything. You're trying to find the game? Buy it online. Just download. Why don't you just download it? Oh, you're not even sure if you want it? Why don't you just play Pocket Camp for a while, Rish? Oh, you can't play Pocket Camp, can you? I think you need to just get the game. Trust me, if it's hard to find, you can always resell it. Come on, brain. Do something. Anything. Where's the ping? Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I do like that image on there as well, though. This has lots of different potentials. You can have pretty much anything coming out of this wall. I kind of like the fact that this has the opportunity to put something on both sides, whereas this one, you can't really put anything here. It's got to be one image. You know what would look really good there, actually? That statue. Where is she? She's up at the front here, isn't she? Not her. She needs to go there, in that gateway. That one, she's more in proportion with the size of the room, because her head height makes her, yeah, her head height makes her just about in proportion with the room. Ugh, it's got to have that on the back, doesn't it? Okay, so maybe I can find another. Is there another statue her height? Could have a scary jaguar coming through the wall, that would be fun. No, there's nothing else. So her I would have to scan if I want to do that page with that one. I would need to scan that page as well because I love him. He's cool. I'd just take him out and put him on my... Ooh, look how his eyes glimmer when you catch the light. Ooh, isn't that weird? Oh, I love it. Him I would just take out and stick him in a photo frame and put him on the wall, honestly. I like this image, but I like these two together more. So that's what is going to happen there. Let's have a play. Sometimes you just got to go with, you know, what do I like more? Plus, that gives me a nice big chunk of black to play with at a later date, which is always useful. So, let's take it off there, which is the corner of the door frame. Which in theory should blend with the wall a bit. I know it's a curved wall, but you know, we can do trickery with that. So that would make that angle there. Let's say, let's cut it off. Oh, I need her feet. Okay. So let's take it across there. Let's give her a bit of a bottom to her nightie kind of thing. Across there. I don't want to keep the white bits. I'm just using them for placement, because it means the top of this page, the line at the top of this page goes with the line at the top of this page, which makes it easier to line up. But this needs to come down here. Oh, she's at a funny angle now. That's weird. Why was her angle okay just now and now it's not? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, she was further down. She was a lot further down. No, she wasn't. Oh, there we go. Oh, now she's standing at a funny angle now. Okay, that's doing my head in. Back to plan B. What was plan B? Oh my god. What is going on? Why won't she? The angle's the same, so why doesn't she stand up straight? Or the angle was the same, so why does it not now match? Because I didn't cut anything off that wasn't already there. That's the angle. Did I change the angle to match? I can't have, because that curves in. Maybe that's what I did. Maybe I lined it up with that. But then she looks weird. She needs to be stood up straight. Okay, where's that other picture? Did she really fit in here, or was I just imagining that as well? No, she definitely does fit there, doesn't she? Apparently she wants to come into this room, not the other room. Look, even her top matches up. Okay, who am I to argue? I get it. You want to live here? Fine. I'm talking to my collage pieces. Hey, Erica. So let's cut that white bit off, because I don't think I need that. Hi, Boo. What's up? Hi there. You're just standing behind me and huffing. Okay. Hi, Boo Boo. Hi, what's up? Hello, baby bear. Hi, do you want to say hello to everybody? You want to say hello? Woo woo? No? You don't want to say? Oh, you have some words. You have some words for everybody. Say hi. Say hi. You don't have any words today. He's lost for words today. What's the theme of the journal going to be? Weird, creepy stuff? Hey, Mara. I think you're expecting a little too much organisation and planning for that. You like watching my brain work? My brain's not working at the moment. That's the problem. My brain is not working at the moment. But she wants to live there, apparently. I don't know why she wants to live there, but she wants to live there. Who am I to argue? Okay, honey. Let's give you a straight edge then, so we can line you up properly. Now, I wouldn't normally use double-sided sticky tape for something like this. However, do I want to take this out of the book before I work on it? Because it's really hard to take out the book after you start working on it. Trust me. Okay. I'll think of something else to do with that bit. Where am I going to put this book now? Just sit there. Sit there. Quiet. Okay. So, before I do anything with this, I'm going to keep these two pages together. So, see, these two pages don't line up. That's kind of annoying. I want to make them line up. Which means they're going to be there. Okay. Oh, let's get rid of all these bits. Creative brain has started to engage. Here we go. We might actually get something done today. I've been trying to work on the April Art Challenge because I really like the prompts. And every time I pick up my pencil, I'm just like, you know? And yet, composition books, oof. I've gone through about 6 of those already. Okay. Let's get that stuck down to there. Go on, tell me this doesn't fit in my trimmer. That would just make my day. Oh, it does. It does. It fits, it fits. Shh. Okay. Don't need that bit. Now, what you probably think is that you would take these two bits apart, right? And then you would take this bit off, and then you would end up with these two bits, and you would put these two bits back together, right? Wrong. That's not what I'm going to do at all. What I'm going to do is stick this page down to this page in the correct place. There. Now, here's a question. How do you stick this bit down to that bit flat and still make sure that this bit stays exactly there? While you think about that, I'll look for the bit of paper I need, the bit of thing I need. Nope. need to just bring those over here. Where is my... Why isn't my magic tape in here? Am I going to have to use washi? Ugh. Okay, fine, I'll use washi. Yeah, I took to my collage pieces. Yes, I do. Okay, so here we go. Now I need the window to line it up in the middle, so I'm not going to use tape on the window bit. I'll put tape on these bits first so that I can get it lined up. Once I get the tape of the page lined up, the window. Sorry, I have to get my head in the way a sec because I need to be able to see it vertically. There we go. Once I've got that in place, I can stick that down, and then I can add the other bit to the middle here. Right. And then, as we all know, this page will fold nicely. Ba ba ba. And use a bit of double-sided tape here to stick this piece down to this piece. Now, since this is the movable piece and this is the solid piece that's going to stay put, I'm going to put the tape on here. Because there's more chance of a moving piece sticking to stuff than... Yeah, I normally use vellum tape, but I couldn't find my vellum tape. It's over on my other desk. I've been working mostly on my other desk. I've only been over here when I'm streaming or teaching, because my other desk is in the sunshine. Actually, most of the time I've been sitting outside, if I'm honest. Because even goths needs a bit of sunlight. Why am I picking up a water brush? I don't want a water brush. I want my card. Where's my card? I don't have to do. This is where I ruined my nail varnish that I put on earlier because I slapped on 2 coats and didn't do a top coat yet because I was waiting for it to dry. And then I realised I was supposed to be streaming. What even is time right now? What is time? Oop. See, it's stuck to my nail varnish. God damn it! Oh, is that swearing on YouTube? Sorry, YouTube. Gosh darn it! I'm trying to get as flush to the edge as possible so I don't start picking up the edges when I start painting on it. Make a bit more noise there with your biscuits, Miss Maddie. Huh? Heckin' enjoy? Heckin' nice, was it? Was it heckin' nice? Huh? Was it heckin' nice? It's heckin' nice, apparently. Heckin' yummy. By the sound of it. Hi, boo. Was she first? Yeah. Okay, so now this is all stuck around. I just want to make sure that the corners are not going to lift up. Oh, come on. Did I take that one off already? No, I have to do it up this side. That's what happens when you work upside down. Ready? What are you chewing? Okay. I need to try and get that bit off. Nail varnish off there, because that's going to not sit flat. This is why I normally wear gel polish, because this doesn't happen with gel polish. Okay, so let's make sure all the corners are nicely stuck down. Because if it's going to lift anywhere, it's going to be at the corners. And that's always where everything is most fragile. Okay, now oops. It's really good sticky tape. In theory, if we've lined it all up correctly, we should be able to just do that. Don't beep at me, Siri. And it is slightly misaligned at the top because, remember, I had to line it up with the window, which wasn't aligned in the first place. I am listening to this album right here. It's called The Flute Chronicles by Shesko. I have full permission to use it. And it's really good. Go and download it on Spotify or wherever else you get music these days. Amazon Music and iTunes, I think she's on as well. And you can also find her on Patreon and right here on YouTube. Okay, so now all we've got to do is peel this back, and we should have, oh, that's still nice and sticky. Let's hang on to that for later. Might need it. One perfectly aligned window. And no washi tape. Is anyone else making art? Good question, Erica. Is anybody else playing along, watching, chilling? Imagining the puppers looking up at me. Mum's, whoa. Oh, Mum says worse, much worse than that, doesn't she, puppers? Yeah. Okay. Before we get all gung-ho and start painting anything, let's even up this page, because I know that's going to bug me eventually. Oh, I might actually have to do it with the scissors. Might be easier. I don't know. I know that's going to bug me, so I have to trim it off now. Let's take a smidgen off both edges. See, just a smidge. That, technical term, a smidge. Do the same on this one. And in theory, it should be all squared up. Other smidge. Oh, what are you sticking on? Why did you do that? Why? Did I ask you to do that? No. You just cannot get the staff these days. Oh, there's a weird thick bit in that bit of paper. How odd. Oh well, never mind. It's done now. I think the two layers of the paper came unstuck from each other. Although it was a bit sticky, sticking off the edge, but it doesn't matter, I'm going to paint over it anyway. And so now we have a full piece. This is really thick on this side, and this is not thick on this side. So I may end up matting this side onto something as well. But let's see how it goes first on this. Oh! What? What? Oh my god, baby, did I roll over you? Did I get you in the chair, sweet pea? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me see your paw. Let me see the paw. Let me see. Oh, let me see that paw. Is it okay? Oh, poor baby. I'm sorry. This is why you don't sit behind Mummy, you see. Go sit in under the desk. Come on. Come and sit in under the desk. There you go. There's a good girl. Sitting under the desk there. There's a good girl. Sorry about the glare. I can't really do an awful lot about that without removing the light. And I kind of need the light. Oh, that's on the paper. That's not glare. That's on the paper. This is glare. Because it disappears when I move it around. Let's see if I angle it a little bit. Does that help? Maybe I'll just put it where the window is and then it'll look like the window. You're planning but not arty planning. What are you planning? What is there to plan? You haven't been arty in a very long time. I don't think a lot of people have. A lot of people are struggling. A lot of creatives are struggling. The ones who aren't are the people who are trying to do like something every day and treating it as a challenge. And if I treat it as a challenge, I'm going to say no. The minute I try and treat anything as a challenge, I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen. Because I have zero competitive spirit. I have an anti-competitive spirit. The minute anybody says it's some kind of a challenge, I'm like, yeah, no. Okay. So this is going to go on here at the edge. And don't tell me she's going to be at a funny angle again, because I literally just put her on there and she looked fine. What is going on? Oh, I lined her up at the top. That's what's going on. I lined her up at the top with the idea of redrawing this. Right, there you go. Now she looks okay. Got it. So that's the first thing we need to do is put this onto here. So I'm going to paste it on, but I'm also going to put a little bit of tack along the edge because, again, the tack is the weakest point. The edge is the weakest point. And that way I can get the corners what I'm doing is basically making sure that the basic structure is sound before I start painting on it. Because if you start painting on something that's not a sound structure, you're gonna have some issues. I might end up having issues with this anyway because it's quite a big piece to have loose like this. So I might have to add a bit of extra support or something, I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to stick that bit all the way down. And I'm going to open that bit up to there for now. Put this on the edge. Because I don't want to stick the top bit down until I've got paste on the rest of it, right? Don't do that. I didn't tell you to do that, did I? Stop it. Okay. So that's going right up in that top corner, right in along that edge, like that. Okay. So I've got a nice good seal on that edge, and that now means that I can come in and gradually remove this bit of tape as I paste down this. Hey Reg. So, where is my... Turn that around before I knock it over. There's my paste brush. Nope, that's not my paste brush. That's my paste brush. I can tell because it cracks when I bend it. Medium. Oh, I've still got some in there, that's good. Excellent. I might add a little bit more. Oops. This is all upside down. Hang on. Oh, oh, Maddie. try and do this mostly in 1 or 2 pieces, I think. It's quite a sturdy piece, should be alright. Just going to make sure I get the air bubbles out as I go across, which is where this comes in handy. Note that I'm not getting the matte medium, which is what I'm using to stick it down with. Any glue will do. I'm not getting the matte medium anywhere near the dry tape glue, because if you do that, the tape glue will not stick. Ask me how I know. Okay. Get the rest of the air bubbles out. And then, where the glue is left, we can use to seal the edges and make sure it's all stuck down. And then, because I'm going to paint this anyway, I think I'll just do a quick glaze of matte medium over the top, because I don't know, it just makes everything sit better, I find, when you've got a bit of matte medium on there. It's like prepping the surface. Kind of, especially if your paper is slightly glossy, it kind of gives you something to grab hold of when you're painting, so everything doesn't slip and slide all over the place. But it will make your paper warp, which is why I'm only doing the side that is stuck to another support, because by being stuck to a dry support, because this isn't going to go through, that means it's going to hold it flatter. So I'm going to see how that works out before I decide whether I'm going to do the other side. So yeah, this is, the back is staying flat. See, no ripples on the back, but the front is buckling up. So that means that is effectively stretched onto that flat piece, so it should dry flat. Therefore, I'm going to do another bit on this one, I think. Probably should have done that before I put that down, because now I've got to wait for that to dry. Yeah. 2 AM in Australia. Yeah, I noticed a lot of Australians joined my streams. Oh, Becky, hi. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of Australians joined my streams during lockdown. Presumably that's because people don't have to get up for work, so everybody's lost sense of time. Because I know I have. None of my work stuff starts till at least 2 or 3 in the afternoon. So I don't need to be up until about 1, which means I tend to be up until about 6 AM. Diane, hello! Long time no see. There's another one who's always busy. Of course, I suppose you haven't got to get the kids up and out to school and stuff at the moment, have you? So, okay. Yeah, I definitely think that needs matting down. So let's have a look, see which of these I'm not going to use. I kind of like prison bars. I've got a thing for prison bars, derelict prisons and derelict hospitals. Oh, that's the one I want to use for something. So let's use this. And then that will be kind of cool on the other side, won't it? Oh, I like that castle as well. Oh well. Castle's gone. Bye. Let's put that over there. Stick some tape on this quick before my brush dries out. I don't want to put my brush in the water if I can help it. your bumbling die. You know how you just kind of bumble along until something takes because you have absolutely no inspiration whatsoever and you don't know what you want to do, but you know you want to make something. Yeah, well, that's what I'm doing. I'm bumbling along until something sticks. And in the meantime, we're learning about how to mat glossy pages, how to take 2 pages out of a book and align them correctly, and all manner of other weird and wacky bits, including make sure you... I've done it again. Make sure it only took off 1 layer that time. Make sure you put a top coat on your nail varnish if you're going to use really good sticky tape, because it will take the top layer off your nail varnish. So now I have to do my nails again, because look what keeps happening. Anyway. Di's a mixed media artist as well, if you're not following her already. You may know her as Packer Di, from her scrapbooky type days. Or you may know her as Diane Newton Fargo. She's been known by that name in a few places as well. What's your studio name? Heart something? I can never remember it. There's too many rhyming words. It's too much of a pun for me to remember what the actual studio name is. Which is ironic, because most people would remember it better because it's a pun. Every day we're bumbling, yes. Yeah, if you Oh, all right. Oh yeah, Ashley and Rish are both in. I'm sure one of them can grab your link and put it in the thingy for us. Very active on Instagram these days, Ms. Diane is. You've only done 1 page in your Abandoned Places book. I couldn't get the Abandoned Places book, and then I thought, well, hang on a minute. You know, everybody's got the Abandoned Places book, so I'm going to go for Haunted Places. So I have this one, because I like ghosts and stuff, so I mean it's still abandoned places, you know. Well, not entirely abandoned. There's things like the Winchester Mystery House, which is a museum, and things like that, but there's some county places, but it includes things like ghost yards and stuff, graveyards and stuff, which you don't normally get in Abandoned Places books. Okay, I've got a really good bond on the corners this time. I made sure I overlapped them. So I only need to do this one. Oh no, that one goes all the way to the corner, I think, maybe. Does it? No. No, belay that, belay that. I did that, you know that really long, it's supposed to be a proper psychological test. I don't know how they justify it as a proper psychological test, but it's supposed to be a percentage test based on the Myers-Briggs personality type stuff, where instead of coming out as INTP or whatever it is you come out as a fictional character that is linked to all of those qualities. And there's like 200 different characters you can be. I got 88% for my top character, 67% for my second character, and all of my other characters didn't even register high enough to be a character. Yeah. Anybody who's ever gamed with me can probably guess who my top character was, because it's like my alter ego. My top character was Captain Jack Sparrow. Which is kind of cool, actually, because that's pretty much what I do. I wing it. I just... Yeah, it'll all work out in time. Everything will work out eventually. You know, that you don't need a plan. It'll just work out, okay? Right, I'm going to line this up with this edge here, because I'm going to have to cut bits off the edges. Remember the smidgens we cut off earlier. I didn't quite get it on the edge, but that's okay. I think that's okay. It's good enough. It's close enough to be okay. It's only a tiny bit off. I'll be alright. I've just got to trim these bits off, which are sticky. Where do you stick them to? I've got nothing to stick things to. Let's stick it to that bit of washi tape. I know it'll come in handy sooner or later. Sorry, I'm having trouble reading the screen. I can't make that bit of the screen bigger for some reason, which is kind of annoying. I think we've got some kind of post-apocalyptic, abandoned, ghosty kind of art thing going on, which is, I don't know, kind of appropriate. I mean, if you can't make post-apocalyptic art during an actual plague, when can you? Okay, there we go. So there's our basis. That feels a lot more stable now, see? Which means I can... Ooh, my brush did not dry. I can now wax some matte medium over this, which will seal that bit down. Let's give it a really good seal so that it seeps under any edges that didn't quite stick with the glue. Or the tape, rather. Give that a really good... And then we just whack-a-doodle this all over the top. And again, because it's pre-stretched onto this other page that is not going to get wet in any way, or shouldn't get wet in any way, certainly not after I've put the matte medium down. But this is glossy paper, so the matte medium's not going to soak through before it dries. So, I mean, it might if I left a big puddle of it in the middle, the damp would seep through, but the thickness I'm putting it on, it's just going to create a glazing layer that will be matte, which will make it a lot easier to paint on, because matte medium is basically acrylic gesso without any colour, or white paint, white acrylic without any colour in it, I suppose is more accurate. Now it may be that it starts to dry a little bit warped, in which case what I will do is tape it down to a substrate, but I think I'm alright with it for now. I don't think I really need to tape it down. Usually when it's in a book it's fine, so I think as long as when I dry it, if I fold it up and put it back in the book, or lay it flat like this and put it under something heavy, I should be alright. Random question, is possibly waiting 2 weeks for a game too long? That depends on your instant gratification levels. Waiting more than 20 minutes for something is too long for me, but... What I am finding at the moment is that places saying it's going to be 2 to 3 weeks for delivery are hedging their bets. I've had a lot of things, especially from places like Amazon or bigger delivery companies, where it's saying, well, yeah, sorry about the glare, I can't do anything about that because I need the light. Can I move the light over there so it's on the desk and not on the painting? Is that a little bit better? It's really hard to do because I can't, you're just going to have to deal with the glare until it dries matte. It'll definitely test if you really want it or not. Yeah, a lot of delivery companies are saying 2 to 3 weeks, but things are actually arriving in 5 to 10 days, so you might get lucky. I guess it depends if it's coming from abroad or not. Honestly, I think you're going to love it. It's just get the download. Okay, so I like her there. I feel like what we need is a... I'm not going to say good and evil, because that's not what I'm going for. I don't do good and evil. I don't believe in that. Light and dark. Let's say that. Kind of like there's a choice. So I want another presence here that will be ominous, as opposed to... I feel like this one is quite friendly. It's like the friendly ghost, you know. Oh, hello, haunted lady. White lady, how are you? You know. She seems... I mean, yeah. She seems kind of nice. I want something that's a bit more menacing. There's not really any figures in here, but I might have a doorway that's a bit menacing. I love this dog. I'm going to use this dog for something, I tell you. I'm doing... I've signed up for Byban's creatures class, because this is the kind of stuff I really enjoy doing, but I'm not very good at it, and I know she is, so I'm going to go and crib some ideas from her on how to create my own. And then once I start playing with it, I can hopefully come up with something a little bit different. That's creepy as all get out. We could have a big creepy doll on the other side, inviting you to follow her. That's horrifying. I love it. Listing says available 19th, arriving 28th. Could be faster. Within Europe. Yeah, it should be alright within Europe. It should be quite a lot faster. It's a bit cheaper with no shipping. Oh, no shipping. Excellent. It's clinched it, hasn't it? It could take 8 months to arrive. If it's no shipping, I'm good. Will not get it because I receive Social Security. I don't know what that's referring to. Sorry, I missed that bit. European freight isn't shipping as quick as it usually does. Yeah. Because it's all going by truck at the moment, so it can be verified and everything. She's horrific and creepy, and I love her. Let's see if there's another kind of... Ooh, look at that green. That ominous green colour. It's not enough of it. I wonder if I can make some more of that ominous green. Or is there some more of that ominous green? Oh, I'm going to paint over it anyway. It really doesn't matter. But, you know, I like to put the collage down so because it kind of... I don't know. It's almost like... This collage for me is almost like sketching. Look, that looks like a witch. Look, with her little witchy hat and her... There's her face, and there's her collar, and her back, and her little hands on her cane. She looks like a witch. It's not a witch, it's a bit of a ruined priory, apparently. No. Ooh, I love that view. Where's that? On San Michel. That's a really good photograph, that one. I'm kind of looking for a big, dark... doorway, but a mirror could work. Oh, it's got a reflection of a basin in it. Maybe. That's a possibility, that one. We'll think about it. Because it doesn't really matter which side of the page the door is on, because I can turn the page upside down. But I'm looking for a big kind of dark, ominous door thingy. Well, there's a big, dark, ominous door. Okay. a little less literal, the hole that the big, dark, ominous door fits into being big, dark and ominous would be good. Okay? Sometimes the universe takes you way too literally. Ah, there we go. Big, dark, ominous doorway. That could work. Not big enough. Not dark enough. Oh, I love the treatment on that photo. Look at that. It almost looks like a digital picture, a digital painting. But it's an actual photograph. It's just been treated really nicely. I love that. I kind of like the idea of something like this, where it looks really beautiful, but what's coming out of it is weird and creepy. Come on, where's all the weird and creepy stuff? I can't have used it all already. Of course, it occurs to me that people are looking at this and going, this is really weird and creepy. How is the whole book not weird and creepy? Sorry. I have a advanced sense of what is weird and creepy. Okay. It's kind of too big. I really like that horrible green. Where did it go? I don't know, where did it go? There. That just goes with that orange so well. So let's... Okay, let's do this then. Let's take that about there. And we'll just recreate the green. A bit of colour matching, why not? What could possibly go wrong? Okay, I'm gonna do the same with this as I did with the other one. I think if I stick it well at the sides, I won't need to stick it at the top and bottom, because it's the same size. that the right way up? Do I want it that way up? Yes, I do. Do I want it further up or further down? Further up. Okay. Where are all my bits of scrap paper? Okay. Try not to get in a mess then, I guess. This could be fun. Yeah, Ro's been faffing. Bumbling about, trying to figure out what to do until something took. I'm still not entirely convinced anything's taken, but I'm kind of getting there. Kind of. Of course, this adds an extra bit of stability to this side of the paper as well. So now we've got 3 layers on each side edge, which makes it a little bit more structured, which is good. Okay. Sorry, there's so much glare from that light. Why is it glaring like that? Is that better? Oh, I can see still. Is that better? Okay. So what happens when you deal with shiny surfaces under studio lights? You're still setting up your rocks, Cody. Hey, Luna. You looked at the clock and it's 5:20. How did that happen? Yeah, I know. Like it's happening to me. Sorry, I keep moving off camera, don't I? I'm literally having to set alarms for each day for what I've got going on, because otherwise okay. Actually, I kind of like that dark green and black. I need to bring the angle down here, obviously, but I only need to really paint in that bit. Introduce a bit more of that bright green. Okay, so where's that creepy doll gone? She's the next one we need, which is helpful because it's letting my layers dry as I go. I might as well take that page out because I'm going to use it in my journal at some point. Or at the very least in my... No, I'll leave it there and then I'll know where it is. The dolls are at the back here, aren't they? She's not going to stay a creepy doll. I don't like creepy dolls. Don't do dolls, don't do clowns, don't do anything like that. However, I do think with a different face and a hat, she would make a really good plague doctor. Because you know there's a plague doctor going to be happening somewhere in my art at some point. I've been hankering after making one or drawing one for a while. And I don't know, I just feel like her inviting you to follow her. She can have a stick and everything. She's horribly creepy. I love it. Yes. Okay, that's on the back of there. Do we need that? I don't think so. See? Isn't she creepy and weird? I like it. No, don't follow the nice lady over there. Follow me. Come with me and I'll sing you nursery rhymes in creepy voices. Right? Rough up this edge a bit so she lies flatter. Roughly the same height. Maybe have this one out a little bit there. Yeah. Oh, you don't want to stick, huh? Okay. Let's play that game then. Your days are as creepy doll are over. You're going to be a creepy plague doctor now. It's a promotion. Enjoy it. There we go. I like. You have a creepy doll that was your grandmother's. It has human hair. No! No! That's horrific. It's terrifying in a paper sack in your basement. I would have it in a paper sack in the basement, locked in a trunk. A lead-lined trunk. Oh, if they're coming from China, they're going to take a while. That's what I use, wooden curtain rings. Or old bangles. You know, like the old 80s bangles, the big thick plastic ones. They work really well as well. Especially because you can paint them. So you can make them look however you want. You hope she's not mad that she's hidden in the basement. That's why you need a lead-lined box. Just in case. Oh, the thrift shops are going to be a treasure trove when they open again, because what are people doing? They're clearing out their empty rooms, their spare rooms, aren't they? Okay, I want that kind of pestilence green colour. I want to make that pestilence green. I think those two together might work. I'm going to do a bit of chess match to get them here. That's too blue. That's pestilency. That's too blue though. I want something yellower. I don't have a yellower green. I have this, and I have... Oh, this is quite yellowy toned. That might work better actually. I like that. Let's give that a try. Oh, what's happened to you? Why are you all stuck? I greased you. You shouldn't be stuck. There we go. Sorry if that was a bit loud. I just realised that might have been a bit loud on camera. Hi, Madge. Okay. Let's see. There we go. That's the kind of colour I want. Nice. Icky green. There we go. And let's use the rest of this to paint over this acid green in the middle, which is almost as nasty looking. I'll preserve that window. that side. Okay, let's bring it up around her a little bit there. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to use this nice fiery orange on this side. Domino's pizzas are always crap, in my opinion. I never order from Domino's. And I like to think of myself as a pizza connoisseur. It should at least have cheese. I mean, the problem with Domino's pizza that I have is that they never add extra cheese. Even when you ask them to add extra cheese, they don't put on extra cheese. They treat it like it's gold or something. I don't really know what I'm going for here. I just know that this gold colour is reminding me of the marigolds from Coco. I don't really know why I'm seeing that, but that's what I'm seeing, the marigolds from Coco. Cheese is the most expensive part of a plain pizza, so they skimp on it. Well, they bloody well shouldn't. My pizza place doesn't, and I never eat Papa John's either. Ugh. I order from my local kebab place, honestly, because they seem to make the nicest pizza. Every Domino's I have ever had has been burnt to a crisp. Yeah, the local takeaway is where I get mine from. They're faster than Domino's too. And cheaper. In fact, honestly, just make cheese on toast with a bit of tomato ketchup and that'll be better than a Domino's pizza. Okay, sorry, it keeps covering over on one side, but that's what we've got so far. I'm trying to keep it all on camera, but it's very difficult because my camera's at a funny angle. The lads at my pizza shop know me. They know what I like. They know how I like it. They know when I order a garlic margarita, I mean garlic. And I mean cheese. And they don't skimp because I'm a regular. Because we do pizza and scary movie nights once a week. Used to be Fridays, but it seems to be whatever night I finish late and don't have time to cook these days. Okay. I feel like she needs to be lighter and she needs to be darker. The light needs to be coming from here. I think this needs to be a darker figure with this light shining on it. And then this needs to be a lighter figure with this green reflecting on it. So she needs to be white and she needs to be black, is what I'm saying. I guess now's a good time to find out if my white is any good. After all that. I lost the lid. It spilled on the desk. I have no idea if this paint is still viable. I put a thing over it. But it's still goopy. If I can shake it up, it might be alright. I'm not paint sniffing, I'm seeing if it's gone off. No, doesn't smell like it's gone off. Doesn't have any musty or mouldy smell to it. So that must have worked. All I've got to do is find another bottle to put you in. If I could put you in there. just need a lid for you, but I don't know where to find a lid that will fit this bottle. I don't have any bottles over there that are empty, or even close to empty, because I got rid of all my bottles that were old and dry and nasty. Okay. Let's not lose this. Let's put this in the pocket there. So this is going in the pocket of my thingy. So when I say where the hell did I put that plastic bit for the white paint in a few minutes, that's where I put it. I could really do with a palette. Where are all my palettes? You know what? Let's not want that. Let's use a bit of paper. It's glossy paper. It'll work just fine. Okay, let's put a bit of this out. Hopefully it's still viable. That looks like viable white paint to me. And there's my little plastic cap going back on. Nice and tight. Should work. Okay. Let's rough in the character with a bit of white paint. She looks like she's wearing some sort of a bonnet, which is interesting. It's almost like she's dressed like a nurse. Ooh, a nurse and a plague doctor. Oh, I think she's wearing a nightshirt, chemise type thing, with a yoke around the shoulders and a bonnet. I see, I get it. So at this stage, I'm just blocking in colours. Hopefully that makes sense. Not quite sure how solid I want her to look at the moment, so I'm kind of leaving her a little bit translucent while still trying to get a decent layer of paint down on her so that I can come in with pretty much anything over the top. There we go, that's her. And then this thing is going to be black, but I don't want to paint it all black right now. So I'm going to use the dark green, which is pretty close to black, but it's also a little bit semi-transparent. So I'll still be able to see the figure underneath somewhat. terrifying. I love it. When you cut down a carbon ink pen, how much do you cut off? Oh, I can tell you. Exactly 2 inches-ish. Exactly 2 inches-ish. That's 10. There. That's 12, and that's kind of where it ends. You can see the little bit of a gap. So mark it at 2 inches and then cut slightly above the line. Because when you saw it, and tape it round with duct tape quite hard, and cut it round in a circle rather than just straight through like you would a piece of wood. Otherwise you end up with a lip and then it cracks off and then this happens, which is what happened to mine. And for those who are wondering why on earth would you want to cut down a perfectly beautiful desk pen, that is why. So you can post it. Because you cannot post these things. This does not stay on there. Does not have the groovy bit to stick on like Japanese pens do. So those of us who like to have, like not to lose the end of our pen when we're out sketching, post the pen. I actually like the long thing on the pen because I do like to use my pen right up here because I use it for sketching, but if you're writing with it, it's really hard. I much prefer the short version, that's why I cut mine off. Well, that and the fact that I kept losing the lid every time I went urban sketching and it took me 10 minutes to find it. But I hold my pen like that. So when you're writing and you're leaning over like this, what do? You keep stabbing yourself in the eye, or at least the glasses. Or at least getting it caught in your hair or something. So, okay. I've still got some white paint out, so what I'm going to do is mix a bit more of it with some water and glaze the window. Because I don't really want any part of this picture still available to see. I don't want people to be able to go, oh, you took that picture from this and underneath is this picture. I want it to be... Really all I want from this picture is the shape of the room and the window. And the window won't look like the photograph once I'm finished with it. So the fact that I'm using the book page as a substrate is kind of neither here nor there. It just saves me drawing out everything. I can just do it more easily this way. I hope that makes sense. Now I'm thinking maybe this should have some light coming out of it at some point, like that. Maybe not quite like that, but you know, like creepy tendril type lights. As opposed to, oh, here's an angel type light. I don't do that kind of light. But I would kind of like, I'm kind of seeing it as, this one's trying to get you to go that way. And it looks like it's a good thing. And this one's trying to make you go that way. And it looks like it's a bad thing. But really, what you're doing is making a choice in the middle somewhere, and what you really want to do is go that way. It's almost like, it feels like it's being presented as a choice to go that way or that way, but actually what you want to do is go back to self that way. Does that make sense? Is that a bit... Ooh. Oh, okay. Now, I normally conserve my paint, but just this once, I'm not going to bother, because this sketchbook, I love this sketchbook, but this sketchbook has very yellow paper. It's like the old colour of the old moleskins, which I like, but I want to do a page that's got all white on it. I'm going to use a page that's in the middle of a signature, so if I don't like it I can just pull it out. See, there's the middle of the signature. So I don't like it, I can just pull it out and pretend it never happened. And I'm going to just throw this white down on this page just as something to work on. Whoops. See, the paper doesn't look yellow until you put white paint down on it, and then it's like, whoa, that's very yellow. So I thought I'd put a bit of matte acrylic down, because with matte acrylic what I've found is, because this is not proper matte acrylic, this is not proper paint made by Golden that's been mixed with a proper mattifying thingy and blended all together. This is just cheap craft paint, and because it dries matte, it will accept gouache, because cheap craft paint is mostly just binders. And matte acrylic, not regular acrylic. Regular acrylic is not a stable substrate for gouache, but craft acrylic makes quite a nice even substrate, because craft acrylic is basically just gesso with colour in it. I could have just gessoed it, but I don't like working on gesso. I like working on paint. I know. It just feels weird. It feels crusty. Plus, I can put water-based media on top of matte acrylic and it will eventually dry. Whereas I find with regular gesso, water-based media acts a bit odd. And I don't like that, so... I'm going to put some white acrylic in here so that I can paint on those pages. Also, if you put matte acrylic down, you can use oil paint over the top, which is interesting. There we go, that'll do. It's not completely covered, you know, it's patchy, but I don't care if it's patchy. I just want a white-ish surface. Okay, do I need any more of this white on my white figure? I think I might, actually. I think she's a little bit too translucent. I can add translucency to her more easily than not covering it up. Does that make any sense at all? Probably not. This is what I'm thinking. Sorry if you can hear a banging sound in the background. My neighbour's just come home. Unusual for him to be home this early. It's only 6 o'clock. He's one of those first line workers, busy down at Asda getting your grocery orders ready. Picking and packing and loading. But he's working ridiculous hours at the moment because obviously they're extremely short-staffed. That's not true. They're not short-staffed, they're overworked. Oh, I'm getting deja vu. Didn't you come in earlier, Reg? Hey, Mika. Oh, Mika came in and Rachel said hello to got it. Okay, that was weird. Okay. Yes, I am scrubby brushing with my acrylics. Why do I scrubby brush with my acrylics, I hear you ask? Because it means I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what it looks like until I get to the final layers, and we are nowhere near the final layer. Ooh, she looks even weirder now she's white. Ooh, I like that. She looks like... she kind of looks angelic. It kind of looks like... Here's your heaven and hell choice, which may or may not be the right one. But actually you don't want either of them. You want to go that way. Right? It's kind of cool. Just so has grit in it. Yeah, that's what I don't like about it. Especially, what do you call it? Clear gesso. Clear gesso is... eek. You've been killing ugly creatures in Lord of the Rings. Excellent. Okay, now what I'm envisaging, I don't really want to put this down proper. I just want to kind of sketch out the colour idea. But these are transparent paints, so it makes absolutely no difference. I can cover these up with just about anything. I'm thinking I want this one to have the orange reflected on one side of it. Let's put it on the white bit where it'll show. Like that. Ooh, really strong waft of patchouli. Where did that come from? So I kind of wanted to feel like maybe that side of her face could have a bit of orange on it. So it's a bit less obvious, I guess, which is the good side and which is the bad side. It's not really good and bad. It's more kind of, here's your two options and you want door number 3. She's got a hand in there somewhere that should be highlighted. Now, creepy ghost lady, I actually want her to be less white. So let's throw some of this over the top, because this is transparent, translucent, sorry. So let's put that over the top of the white. So it's not going to turn peach because the white's dry, it's going to turn white with a layer of orange on it, see? That's better, that knocks her back into the background a little bit. And then we'll use some of the old creepy green over here. Come on, I only need a little bit. There we go. Some of that creepy green over here to make her stand out. Like this. Maybe she's got a few highlights on her. Oh, she's got a ruffled robe, ruffled collar, hasn't she? Maybe she has, maybe this could be ruffles around her wrists or something. Like, yeah. It's looking yellow on camera, but it's actually acid green. Could stand to be a little bit greener in order to blend with the tone. Just throw a little bit more in here so her face would be kind of catching the green. Put her details. Like that. There we go. Kind of like that. And what I want is for that bit in the middle to be brighter. So I'm going to use a bit more white on here. I don't want to use too much because I want to be able to see the window structure, but I can make it quite bright and still be able to see where the window edges are. There we go, that's better. Okay, so now what I want to do is darken up some areas. Where's my grey ink? There it is. Let's use you. So I want to darken up this area here, and this area here. Make that a little bit more stark, because if there's light coming out of there, then that's going to be a bit more heavily shadowed. Same on this side. There's light coming through those windows, that's going to have more shadow around it. But this grey, this is the Liquitex grey, muted grey, and it's barely there, and it's more purple, which is a harmonious colour. We've got green, purple and orange working together. So same here, I want this to be nice and dark, and then this here. Because I kind of want that reflection on the floor to stay there. So what I want to do with, oops, I don't know what I want to do with this window yet, so I'm just going to kind of leave the white bit, because I can't retrieve the white bit if I colour over it too heavily, and I kind of like how dark it is. This is looking very dark and creepy. I like it. Okay. I like it. I think that's pretty much all I can do with it at the moment though, because I need it to dry now, because everything is very wet. I really could do with it drying before I put anything else on it. The more I look at that white shiny bit, and the less I like it. So I think that's probably going to go. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Where's the green? No. It's not what I'm looking for. Where's the bright green gone? Bright green. Hello. Acid green. Wherefore art thou, acid green? Where did you go? Ah, what's it doing up there? Yeah, the more I look at this white bit, the less I like it. I think I want it to be more kind of smoky. So I'm just going to paint over it. So it doesn't catch my eye so much. Smoke it back a bit, there we go. It's better. Yeah, I think I want it to be more kind of smoking out. Maybe going upwards, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking maybe flower petals coming out of this door, like on the wind, as if they're being blown in. And then on this side, creepy vines coming out. So now I've got a better mental image of what I think I might want it to turn into. The sketchbook. Is this dry? Yeah, mostly. Let's just grab a page at the back here. So, I want it to be sort of where's my pencil? Pencil. Oh, there we go. Pencil's empty. My Colorino's empty. I don't like the blue lead anyway, but it's empty. How many leads do you get in the damn thing? Because that was not a lot of use it got. Huh. 07. I'm sure I've got some 07 in here somewhere. I've got frankincense and a mirror on, and an old pair of glasses, so I'm pretty sure I've got size 7 lead somewhere. Some lead. What size is that? Size 7 lead. Okay. Can't remember where you put the lead in this one. That way. There we go. Oh, you get this off. Oh, you slide it. Okay. So there. Oh, that's clever. That's really smart. Okay. Right. Just the right way up. Maddie just done a fart. Woof. Okay, so this is what we're doing. We've got to figure this side and we've got to figure that side. And we've got a archway. It kind of does that. And on this side we've got a big orange door open. And on this side we've got kind of a glazed window effect. This one has its hand out. So this is going to be the beaky one. And this is going to be the white one. She's got kind of a bonnet and a yoke on her night dress and a dress coming down like that, and she's got like fluffy sleeves like that. We've got the window in the middle. Got a shaft of light coming down here. And what I'm thinking, okay, so she's stood in this doorway. We need to make this doorway a bit darker to make obvious that it's a door. And then I'm thinking like petals, like she's walked in, and you know, like you see in films where it's a blustery day and it's autumn and they open the door and the wind, the leaves come in with them, you know, very sort of Wuthering Heights, but petals, gold petals and yellow petals, orange petals. And then on this side, I'm thinking these things could turn into kind of creepy vine things that kind of reaching out, sort of slithering. I guess these would be more up in the air if they're blowing in, which keeps the balance better, because then the green is down here, so the green, yeah, the green would be more downwards, I think. I want it to be kind of that way, so the orange is here and the green is here, so I'm maybe kind of snake-like kind of vines and things crawling across the floor like that, and the petals blowing at the top. Oh, I couldn't have drawn that any smaller, could I? Okay, so window, room, windows, big old doorway, lady with a bonnet kind of thing, night dress, creepy mask dude. Oh, he'll have a hat as well, won't he? Mortician's hat. He's pointing. Is he trying to get her to cross over there? Oh, that's an interesting thing. It's going to be dark. I'm sorry, Scoob, are we keeping you awake? She's going to be light. These areas are going to be a little darker. And around here. And then, oh, we've got the window, haven't we? We need to put the, let's just give it a bit of a thing so it looks like a window. And then we're going to have like green vine type things crawling across the floor and out the window, and maybe we could have some snaking off of him like that, reaching out towards her. And then this side we've got like petals coming in, blowing in on the wind kind of thing. Almost touching him but not quite. And then we've got the glow on him of the orange and the glow on her of the green. And this side is green. And this side is orange. So let's make this bit mostly orange and this bit down here mostly green. Lots more creepy vine things, of course. And lots more petally things flying in the wind. That's going to be fun to paint. And then we've just got this area in the middle, which I'm thinking is going to be kind of, this is not going to look right because these are water-based pencils, so it's going to pick up the colour, but I'm thinking kind of poster markers. Did they ever work? Maybe kind of smoky tendrils, but then kind of something else at the top, more kind of rays of light maybe going up into the orange. That's what I'm thinking. You can't even see that, can you? Well, you get the idea. See you, Sarah. She's going to do housework instead of sitting with us. Weirdo. I'm nearly done. I'm going to have to let that dry. I can't do anything else with it. I'm kind of liking the concept, mostly. I'm wondering if I can put some like silver and gold in there. That would be kind of cool. Like if these vines had like little silver flowers so they don't look as creepy and threatening. And then the gold bits, I don't have my gold pen handy, but the gold bits could have bits coming over the top like little flecks as part of the flowers, you know, little flecks of gold coming over with them like confetti. Gold confetti. There you go. Confetti and marigold petals. Yeah. Oh, could work. That could work. I'm not sure about the central bit. I think it needs something else. There's something missing from the middle. But I don't know what it is yet. I don't think it's a figure. I think it's some kind of, like the window. The window is a window to something. It's not just a window. It's a window to somewhere. Maybe the window needs to be open. Let's see. If the window was also, ooh, look at that. A moon symbol. No, it looks a bit too much like an angel. But this bit looks like the moon. Maybe that's what's missing. You need a moon symbol at the top of the window. Moon symbol in the window. Ah, moon symbol in the window. White pencil. White pencil. Where's my white pencil gone? White. Anybody? There it is. So if this is the circle, it's going to be the circle, and that is going to be the moon, the goddess symbol in there. So we can make this window a whole lot bigger, which would give it more balance against these two. Just continue the lines. No, I don't think we need to put the side bit in. So this is going to be sort of there-ish. I'm literally just carrying on the design from the window that's already there to add another layer like that. Now that I like. Okay, that's getting somewhere now. This is just a pastel pencil. I like to use these because you can erase them with you can erase them on acrylic, but I draw on just about everything with this thing. Material, acrylic, the lot. Okay. So is that going to be the moon, or is it just going to be white? Could be the moon. The moon in the window. Maybe. Ooh. So this guy is going to be a beaky. And you probably have a cane, because they had cane things, didn't they? There's his creepy pointy hand. Let's leave him with his creepy straggly hair. Give him a hat. Okay, now he looks like a Disney crow from Dumbo. Maybe we won't give him eyes. Okay. Yeah, this could work. So that's what we've come up with. It's looking very dark and industrial now, which is kind of what I was looking for. I kind of wanted to go for a post-apocalyptic type look, which I think is very appropriate right now. Does that need to be a goddess symbol, or does it just need to be a moon? I need to think about that. Let's take this off and see where that leaves us. Make the window a little bit bigger. Put a moon in there. Which means we can have orbs flying around and stuff, which I always like to add. Yeah. So some creepy mist coming down over the vines, which are going to be creepy. Creepy vines. There we go. Creepy, creepy, creep. Maybe we don't go that far. Creepy, creep, creep. Reaching across the floor. Creepy, creepy. Like that. And maybe they could be coming out of these windows. Creepy. Like that. Ooh, like that. And then this one is, you know, got flowers flowing out of the from behind her, right there, blowing in on the breeze kind of thing. Yeah, I like it. So that's what we're going to end up with. Gone from no idea to a collage, yeah. Well, we're going from absolutely no idea to a complete painting via a collage. Yeah, there's no squirrels arguing with me today. It's weird. My squirrels have been oddly quiet for about a month now. I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure about the goddess bit. I might just leave it as a lunar, because I think I like that. Oh, hang on a minute. I've got some lunar stickers. Let's try one of those and see how it fits. That'll give me a better idea of how it looks. I'm sure I've got some lunar stickers in here somewhere. There we go. Is that them? Are any of these moons? Or are they all places? Oh, somebody's cooking something that smells like beef burgers. Okay, let's just try that for now. And there should be a moon in here somewhere, but I must have used them. I thought I had moons in here. Oh, there's something a bit more moon-like. That will work better. I thought I had moons in here, but I must have used them on the full moon collage thing. Or something. Skulls and bones. That's from Risha. Let me just check I didn't put one in here anywhere. No, I didn't put anything in there. Let's just pretend that's a moon. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's gonna work. I've even got moon stickers. I could pull out one of my moon stickers and use that and paint over the sticker. Or just use the sticker, because I kind of like the stickers. My squirrels have been quiet for a really long time. It's kind of weird. Okay, well, that's what we came out with. This is the kind of stuff I normally do over on Twitch. But this is what happens when you come to the table with no idea what you're going to do. You end up with something weird and creepy. So if you like this kind of stuff, go follow me on Twitch. You'll find me over there as Romany, not surprisingly. Haven't streamed over there much lately, but if I'm going to work on this, I might do it over there. I like it. Green and orange works well together. Oh, there's my circle template. I could have put a proper circle in there, couldn't I? I'll do that when I paint it properly. Yeah, so there you go. That's what happened there. You're going to watch some series and head to bed early. I'm going to watch some Bones. I've been watching Bones. I'm on series 3. It's okay. I mean, it's not great, but it's okay. It's kind of interesting. Did a lot of work during retrograde. Yeah, I did. I did do a lot of work during retrograde. So it might just be that my squirrels have stopped shouting at me about not doing enough work during retrograde. 2 of your least favourite colours? I like green and orange. I like purple as well. I like purple with it. I'm liking this purple at the bottom and the top. I might add some more of that in. I was going to go with black or like really dark green and dark orange, but I might do... It almost looks like smoke. Like when you get flash over from a fire. Before you get the flash over, you get the smoke. That could be interesting. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is work out what I'm going to do with that face. Because I like the mask. I want the mask to be in there, but I don't like the eye thing. As soon as you put eyes above one of those masks, it looks like the crows out of Dumbo. And I don't want them to look like crows out of Dumbo, so... Right, I'm going to call it a day there. Go and have some dinner. Thanks for joining me. And I will see you again soon. Bye.